everybody, and welcome to Phandalin by Night. Thank you for everybody who's in chat. Thank you for coming and opening a tab for us. And it's so good to see all of our Girls Run These Worlds friends with us. And thank you to Tav for pushing us over. But several, like we're in a hype train, you guys. And I don't know that that's ever happened on Phandalin by Night. That feels good for like episode 5 of season 2. I'm super appreciative of that. Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah. I am your DM tonight for Phandalin by Night. I'm going to go around and get my lovely cast to introduce themselves, say a quick thing about what kind of character they're playing, and then we're going to jump in because combat is real, y'all. Nikki.
Hey everybody, I'm Nikki. I will be playing Denny, the Tiefling Bard, and he is pumped to get some stuff done today.
Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I will be playing Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock, who is excited to go into hero mode and prove himself.
Farah.
Hello, I am Farah, and I am playing Max, she, them, a human wizbard. Pew.
Pew pew, I love that. Sarah.
Hey, my name is Sarah, and I'll be playing Graja Ragerock, the half-orc barbarian, currently surrounded by ghouls. She, her for both of us. Let's freaking go.
Let's go. Sean.
Hey guys, I'm Sean. I play Nine, the human Powlock, who was trying to Pied Piper his way through this dungeon. Please follow me.
Was trying to. I think was is the operative.
Yeah, was. That's the key word. I guess.
That's what that is. And my name is Sarah Moore. I am, as previously mentioned, the DM. When last we met our heroes, the group had descended into the Wave Echo Cave, fighting off Sturges, coming together and getting to see the combat skills of Max for the first time, which was exciting. No, not, because you guys fought the giants too. Second time. That's what happened. They split up after this, trying to like find their way through the twisting maze-like chambers of this cavern to try and find the Forge of Spells is what they're really here looking for on a mission from Lathander, who is Nine, who is a paladin. It's Nine's deity, who had sent him to regain control of the forge, because if the forge falls into the hands of those that would use it to do bad, it will be very bad. And so they're looking for the forge. And Graja kind of went the opposite way from Nine and found a room full of skeletons, but very quickly was like, hey, this is not what we should be doing, and fought off some of that barbarian, quite frankly, overused stereotypes, really, to shut that door, Whimsy coming in with the assist to get a door handle under it, and skeletons are dumb. There are no brains by default, so they could not get out of that room. And Nine and Max had found their way to a large dining room cavern. Nine started to focus, looking for a source of good or evil coming from this space. That was until Graja called out, enemies! Or actually in Graja's voice, enemies! I don't know why it always sounds like Marge Simpson when I do it, but it always sounds better when Sarah does it. She alerted the group to some ghouls. Ghouls that Nine and Max had specifically moved past and chosen not to interact with. But you know what? It's fine, because we're in the middle of combat. I'm going to get everybody to roll initiative. Let's go, friends.
That is an 18 from Max.
Pew, pew, pew. I'm going to get the
dice. We'll see how many times I forget.
Order listed. Why can't I click on people? Add a turn. Here we go. Oh, I should roll. That's what I should do. 11. And sorry, you said Max was an 18? Oh, I definitely need the other keyboard here. Okay. We're moving some keyboards around. Moving some keyboards and mice around, folks. Okay. And
again, Tavernot, for the additional
Aw,
gift sub.
Tav.
That's nice of you. Thanks again.
Look, I am so excited. I get to meet Tav in person for the first time this weekend at PAX. This weekend upcoming, Tav and I and a couple of other of us are sharing a room together, and I'm super, or not a room, a whole townhouse together, and I'm super excited to finally meet Tav. Tav's coming from Europe, you guys. Like, let's go. If you don't follow Tav, you should. Tav has an excellent Twitter thread on Hive that is like brings up some really good points. Okay. Whimsy, what did you roll?
Unnatural 20.
20. Denny?
19.
19. What did Droop roll?
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting.
That's
to roll
okay.
for him.
What did 9 roll?
9 rolled a natural 1 for 2.
He is pretty far away.
Sure. What did Droop roll?
Okay, Droop has a 16 and Graja has a 17.
Hey, boo, boo, boo.
I think we need to get Droop some of those like tiny dice, those like mini dice in green.
Yes.
So we have a set of dice.
We
I think that
have
would work
mini
really
dice.
well.
Look, I have mini dice there in red though. I don't know that they're gonna show up.
Yeah, those ones, but
They're so
in true
adorbs.
Okay, I'm taking that under advisement.
And they're cheap. They're like $5. Don't pay more than $5, Sarah, because you'll get ripped off. Not more than 5.
Understood.
They're not worth as much. Okay. Okay. You know what would be really useful if I had the stats for ghouls up? That sometimes I was sitting here pre-stream thinking like, gosh, I just feel like I'm so on top of it tonight. I've got all this free time to just sit here and chat with you guys. Was that because I had the things up that I needed? Nope, that wasn't it at all. Going first out of this gate, Whimsy is going to go first. Denny right after that.
All right. In fairness, Whimsy is also one of the closest ones to the combat.
It's fair.
So provided Graja didn't close the door when she stepped in, Whimsy's just going to lean in and give it the old pew-pew, because he does not want to get close to those.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to roll. I know I have real dice and it's faster, but also I like it when the computer does the math.
Yeah. Whimsy, this orange tiefling, steps around the corner, and you can see this door is open in front of you. You can see the pale, sickly skin. It's gray. The thick white eyes that very clearly are made for low light conditions, forest creature peering back at you as you're like driving the Malahad at night. It is an eerie sight to see. The toes have these elongated, nasty, overgrown Dumb and Dumber style nails on them. It's not good.
All right. So first pew is 25 to hit.
25.
17.
Yeah, both of those hit.
And then first damage is 10. Second damage, we're still waiting.
First damage is 10. All right. You blast forward. I'm sorry, is this an Eldritch Blast that you're using?
Oh yeah. Sparkly mauve all the way.
This sparkly mauve. It almost takes a second as you're like getting ready to fire it. And you've been watching Denny, and you've been kind of like seeing Denny's just a little bit of extra that Denny brings to every situation. And for a second, there is a thin strand, almost just like a single piece of thread out of this like web of Eldritch Blast that comes, and it just kind of loops around you very dramatically, and you just kind of hear your dad's voice in the background just being like, haha, yes, very good, very delightful. Yes, just golf clapping in the background.
Second damage, 13.
13.
Which, by the way, is max damage, which I'm very pleased with, because usually my Eldritch Blast is like 1 damage.
You 23 points of damage. You shoot forward the second one as with the little bit of verbal like affirmation, the little bit of like golf clap from your dad just lifts your whole spirits, and you put your whole chest into this other blast. Blasting this ghoul backwards, he shoots backwards about 10 feet, lands impaled onto the edge of the brazier, and he is dead.
Free action to yell, yeah, around the corner before ducking out of the way again.
100%. Graja, you watch as you kind of ran in and swiveled around to just make some space because you knew 9 was not going to let you have all the fun by yourself. You watch as this purple powdery puff just comes and smacks this guy hard, flying him backwards. It's not Matt Berry. It's not Matt Berry, Steve. It's Brian Blessed, and I cannot do that accent, okay? This is important to me. I'm going to get him to be a cameo.
Either way, Denny is down for it, so.
100%. And speaking of Denny, it's Denny's turn.
Okay. Denny is going to move over here. Just kind of like, as he's going by, kind of swoop droop up against this wall over here. So he's kind of tucked away out of any sort of range.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do what?
Right now, you can't totally see anybody. They're kind of standing flanked on either side of this door. Yeah.
I can see. Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to move up a little bit more. Where did Roll20 go? There you are. What? Just like right there. Just kind of like
just pop your head in.
Duck in a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery on the one on the right.
Okay.
Me. It's okay. And that's going to be 5 damage. And he's going to leave this thinking that his eyebrows are terrible and he should really find somebody new to thread them because it's just not working out.
Absolutely. And sorry, how much damage did you say that was?
5.
See, what happened was Amanda in chat mentioned Lee Pace and my mind just went blank. That was all that got replaced.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
Lee Pace anytime.
Yeah, I will not be taking criticism at this time. You step forward, you know, politely, as a beauty influencer does, trying to just give the best advice that you can. You can't help it that some people are going to be offended because they showed up to the party in costume when it wasn't a costume party, kind of a deal, you know? Like, that's not on you. You're just trying to out here give your best advice. You do kind of notice this long, thin, sticky finger because they have been diving into something more recently dead as the smell is kind of coming upon your nose as you get closer to this door. This like trail of like ichor grossness kind of slurping off his hand. And he does just kind of like right here, just to see if it is just a little bit like maybe unibrow kind of a situation, you know? Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do there, Denny?
Yes, with a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast some inspiration on Whimsy. So you get a D8 to add to a roll there, Whimsy.
And as Max is on deck, Nikki, tell me, how does Denny give this inspiration?
I think Denny is he's going to stay kind of against this door, but maybe with like his back to the wall, and he's going to like look Whimsy dead in the eye and go, sorry, what? Sorry,
I think there's stuff in the background in one of the.
That's probably me. Let me shout at teenagers.
So I don't think she actually said anything.
Okay, I thought Amanda was talking for some reason. I don't know what that voice was. That makes sense though.
Eye contact.
That was my teenagers. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Whimsy some really, really intense eye contact, and Whimsy just knows that I'm thinking about his dad, and that's gonna make him mad enough to kind of channel that into attacking these ghouls a little bit harder.
Just like, tell your dad I say hi.
Tell your daddy's cute. Tell him I'm single. Hit me up anytime.
We're gonna leave that there. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not gonna further describe it. We're moving past it. Max, what is Max doing with Garaja on deck?
Not a whole lot. I'm running down the hallway to be just about here. That is my action and my movement. And I will move my dancing lights down the hallway out of that big room so that when 9 gets here, it's not pitch black for him.
Okay. Fantastic. Droop is, or sorry, Garaja and then Droop.
Okay, cool. So, Graja is maybe slightly chagrined in this moment, like looking for an advantage, but having found once again more enemies. So, I am not engaging rage at this time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna approach this enemy here, and I am going to take a swing with my great axe here.
Go for it.
Okay, so here we go. Oh my god, it's a nat 1.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So
you swing forward with your great axe. Having charged in here, watching one guy get impaled, you swing forward with your great axe, and this thing was trained on you, right? Like, it watched you as you moved. It kind of pivoted to kind of watch you as you got into the space, and watched you coming for it. And it ducks out of the way just as you're winding up this big swing that would have been enormously powerful, would have done quite a bit of damage. And instead, your axe gets, because the door is like open near this thing, your axe gets shoved a good like 6 inches through the door. And it's probably going to take the rest of your attack and action to get it wedged back out if you would like to continue to use your great axe.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Second natural one of tonight's game, folks. Been playing for 10 minutes.
Woof.
Second one.
Woof, 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 woof. Okay. Yeah, so I guess so then instead of my second attack that I can normally take when I use the attack action, I can just use that to dislodge my great axe. Okay, that's what I'll do then. Because I need that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that out of commission. So okay, so Graja will dislodge the great axe, cursing colorfully and orcish, I imagine.
Yeah.
Let's see, is there anything else I can do?
Any bonus actions? I think your bonus actions are rage based.
It's literally just it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. I could take more. I don't think movement's gonna do anything for me. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for Graja's turn.
Okay. Droop, what do we think, Sarah? Droop gonna fire a bolt?
Okay, so I think so. If I can get, I want to make sure it was able to like actually see an enemy to do such a thing.
Yeah, Droop would have to kind of move into the door frame area here in order to get a shot off.
Okay.
So my question isn't
something else.
Oh, okay. I was going to say my question isn't what does Graja want Droop to do? My question is what would Droop do?
Right. I tell me, I guess, if this is not in line with Droop, but what I think Droop would do was like, I think Droop would take a second and be like, okay, Graja didn't rush into this this previous with all the skeletons. So let's take a beat. So I think Droop actually, instead of approaching the door, is going to go up to Whimsy and cast guidance.
So
because that's a touch.
Yes. What do you think guidance does?
It gives you an extra dice for ability checks.
For an ability check, which is something like perceive, nature check, religion check. Like it's one of the ability based checks, not an attack.
Oh, I guess I knew it didn't do anything for the attack, but I thought it maybe would do something for like a saving throw, but that's also not what it's talking about.
There is a spell that clerics can cast that does that, but it's a first or second level spell. There is a spell that does that. It's not this one, which is why I wanted to like double check that you were thinking what I thought you were thinking.
Yeah, I thought maybe saving throw.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's just ability checks.
Yeah.
So in that case, I'm just thinking, I don't want to like burn his.
He does have a cantrip called Word of Radiance. So cantrips. For those of you who are watching, this is the Lost Mines of Phandalin module, which is kind of the starter kit. And Sarah, we're now in season 2, but Sarah is one of our newer players to a campaign and to D&D. So we're still kind of learning. Sean is as well a little bit. One of the things that I like to do in this campaign is I like to explain out some of the options because, this is the starter campaign. We're not looking for everybody to be master tacticians. Two things. First, the audience needs to know that Droop is a little goblin that we code to be kind of youngish, kind of like Elmo. They're a little bit eldritchy in that they're much older. They're a very older creature despite appearing and being coded quite young. We don't have like really kids specifically in harm's way in our campaign in that way. So Droop was adopted by the group. They found him being horribly mistreated by some bugbears, and they adopted him. Graja is a little bit single mom energy going on here. And so that's your primer to Droop. Droop is a level 1 cleric. Droop took cleric when realizing that he needed to call on some healing power to aid his friends in a big important battle at the season finale of season 1. Sarah, for Droop, for spellcasters, there's 2 different kinds of spells. There's leveled spells, in which there's a finite amount of them per day, per long rest. And then there are cantrips, which are infinite. They don't do very much. They're pretty tiny, but you can kind of cast them as many times as you want. Droop has one called Word of Radiance, which does 1d6 damage. And, that might be, I popped it in there when we were talking about building his character because I thought he would probably want something that he could do. But he does have to be kind of close to do it because
that was my, I looked at that one and I was like, oh, radiant damage. That sounds good for this situation. But then I saw 5 feet. I'm like, oh, he's got to be like really close up there. And so I don't know, could he be like here? And
that's within 5 feet. Yeah. He could kind of like Three Stooges duck his head around the door really low, right? He's the lowest one, and then be able to, cast from there.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll go ahead and do that. We'll use Word of Radiance on this one right here.
Okay. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw. So when you see that where it says Con 13, it means that it's on the creature to succeed or fail the throw. It's not an attack in that way. Okay, so
got it.
Let's see. Oh no, I don't think that's going to work. Nope. That does not work. That's a 10 with a 0 modifier. So you can roll your D6 damage.
D6. 5.
Hey, pew, pew, pew.
Okay, so Drew blasts out this,
Amazing.
utters a divine word.
Yeah.
Burning radiance erupts. Awesome.
Yes. He reaches in, and you can see he's picked up this little piece of clay. He kind of reaches into his leather armor that you guys have bought him, and he pulls out this necklace that he's mostly kept hidden. This might be the first time that some of you are really getting a good look at it. He pulls it out. It's a crescent-shaped moon. And he pulls it out and he just kind of whispers something under his breath and then just giggles at this guy like a Gen Z just being completely rude to a boomer, like that's the energy that we're getting here. Just laughs in this guy's face. And poor Unibrow here also takes some radiant damage. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Is Droop going to stay there? That's my question for you, Graja.
Okay, no, because I noticed the bonus action nimble escape. So I think that what he will do is he will do his little giggle spell and then just disengage.
Yeah.
And I don't know if disengage comes with movement. Like what?
Disengage is just the action of like actively avoiding any attack. You still get your movement. So I think he moved like 10 to get up there, and he's only got a little bit of movement anyway, so he can kind of move back to where he was.
Okay, so that's what it'll do. So the bonus action nimble escape to disengage and literally just like move back there.
Okay. That was
Okay.
on me. That was on me.
just
Sorry.
up
I
here.
think both of us tried to grab him at the same time, and I distorted him. Thanks to
fine.
Wandering Endlessly for this cute little Droop logo, this cute little Droop icon that we have. Amazing. It is the ghoul's turn before 9 gets to be on deck. And the one that is looking at Graja is going to attack Graja. The other one is going to step out and attack Denny. So that's, oh no, that's not good for Graja. No, that's not good. An 11 definitely doesn't hit Graja.
No, that will not hit.
Okay. Oh, that's decent. A 23 there, Denny?
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Yeah, sure. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I sure can. One sec.
And while you're doing that, I am going to roll some damage here.
It's a Constitution, right?
Yes, please.
Good, because that's an unnatural 20.
Interesting. Okay. That's 9 points of damage, and as this claw sinks deeply into like where the boutonniere hole is in your vest. Yeah, rude. And like breaking through to where the pocket square goes. Like they have ripped up your vest. It's pretty disrespectful, truly.
That's my pocket watch.
You feel this pulse of like disgusting poison, almost this cold seeping feeling start to sink into you, and you don't really consciously remember what happens next, but the next thing that you can remember, you feel okay. It hurts. You were scraped. That's not nice, but you don't. I don't know. It doesn't feel like that, and you definitely remember blacking out. You don't know how long it was. There's definitely a blackout situation there. 9. Hi, buddy.
Hey. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my champion. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I guess I'm using all my movement and I'm a dash
Okay.
to the corner. That's as far as I can get. And
Are you gonna call out anything? Say anything? Whimsy, you're on deck.
I guess that's my action and movement. I'm gonna use a bonus action and I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Droop.
Okay. What does that do?
Basically, you ward a creature within range against attacks until the spell ends. A creature who targets a warded creature with a harmful attack or spell must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a fail, the creature must pick a new target or lose his attack. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Should they break through, Droop will be well protected, and you can have a conversation later with Graja about why you had to spend that spell slot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whimsy.
Whimsy's kind of glad this guy stepped outside because he didn't want to have to go inside after him.
Yep.
So Whimsy's going to actually take a step back and do another
pew pew. Yep, absolutely.
Of all sorts of overconfidence after the last round went really well.
Yeah. What could go wrong? Dad's watching. It's great.
Oh God, Dad's watching.
And Denny, you're on deck. As Whimsy steps back, Whimsy, there's almost this feeling of plushness, of thick, almost fabric that you step back on, you could swear, for just a second. And you just hear this, oh, excuse me, I'm back here. And you know, Dad just kind of moves off to the side a little bit. Dad's always watching. When your dad is an archfey and he's also your warlock patron.
14.
14 does hit, yes.
All right, and then I'm gonna use the inspiration from Denny as I bump into my dad's presence, and I'm reminded that Denny's probably looking at him. You're not going to be my stepmom, so I would like to add that 8 to my 10 for the other roll.
But tell Daddy to stay close by. He got a debt that might be needed later.
I do plan on ending this season with the wedding of Oberon and Denny. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. That's for sure. That's going to be a thing that happens.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
It'll give you a perfect opportunity to barge in, like, I object.
And I was going to say,
that's true.
Denny and Oberon are for sure also poly. Like, there's no hesitation around that. Okay.
Oberon's already Titania's royal booty calls. So.
Yeah, exactly. Spoilers. Sorry, wandering endlessly. Sorry about that. Yeah, that second one hits too. Go ahead and roll your damage. And I should also. Sorry, go ahead.
5 for the first one.
Yes.
And 13 for the second one.
Damn. Yet again, Graja, you watch as you've been like putting your whole back into getting this axe out of the door. Just as you get this axe out of the door starts to move, only to be violently slammed back against you as another ghoul goes flying backwards against the bunk, landing and like getting almost like bent backwards around the top bunk before falling forward and slamming face first onto the cold hard stone. Whimsy is 2 for 2. Yeah. Yeah. Whimsy's 2 for 2. We love to see that. Denny.
Right. Denny is going to kind of stand up just kind of blinking around, very confused, hand to his chest, kind of over his pocket, like making sure that everything's okay. And just kind of like look around at everyone, very confused, realize he's still kind of in the midst of battle, and just kind of bust his way into this room. Absolutely.
You go as the door gets slammed violently against Graja. You see her axe kind of pulled back, and the door starts to move forward. You can peek your head around the door. Graja's looking extra, kind of like the sweat just gleams perfectly. It's yeah. There is. This is for sure whatever the Forgotten Realms version of TikTok is. This is the equivalent of like those guys who do and the women who chop wood as thirst traps.
Yeah, there's this one girl that comes across my page all the time.
In the black tank top?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is she? Why is she so cute? What the fuck? Yeah, so Denny's going to be mildly distracted by that. But he's going to also... let's see, am I close enough for that? Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and stab this guy with my rapier, I think.
Sure.
Hypothetically speaking, 14.
14 hits.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Graja, how amazing is this that Denny comes swinging around the corner and just guts this guy like a fish, just pokes him hard into the belly button.
My hero.
It's going to be 7 damage. And I'm going to just throw Graja a really big, as I stab this guy.
Fantastic. Well done. Anything else? Bonus actions? Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. Also, I think probably put one of those in there. I'm going to give Graja some inspiration as well, just to cover all my bases here. So, as I pull my rapier back and just kind of give it a quick clean, I'm just gonna put that back in my scabbard and just kind of you got this, babe. I believe in you.
Excellent. That's a D8.
Yes, a D8.
Max with Graja on deck.
Hey, I am going to run right in front of Droop. So I'm between him and anything that might come out. And can I see the one just inside the door from here, or are they kind of behind cover?
They're kind of behind that door, so you'd have to kind of move past Denny to do so.
Okay. I
just
would
push me out of the way, babe. That's fine.
Well, that would take my action, which would be useless for all of us.
I would say Max and Denny are both being trained bards. You guys are used to moving around backstage and small areas with each, and you guys have also been practicing performing. So, to move, you mean for the movement?
To literally get in another
okay.
feet. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be an action to move Denny out of the way.
That was just 30 feet to move where I am right now.
Right.
So instead, I will. I'll just continue to move the lights so that they are ideally positioned for 9 when he makes it here.
Okay. Anything else? Any bonus actions? Anything else you want to do?
I have one bonus action. I'm not going to use it for this fight because there's one guy left.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Okay. Graja and then Droop.
Okay, so I think Graja's maybe first instinct upon kind of screwing things up a little bit by taking this thing, that she almost has a second where she spirals into beating herself up about it. But once Denny comes in and she sees him skewer this ghoul and wink at her, I think she feels buoyed by that. Yeah. So she is just going to take another attack with the great axe here.
Hi.
Okay, will a 13 do it?
13 does, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Cool beans. Oh, it's actually a 21. I forgot I have plus the hit, so I don't know why I said that. It's 21. Okay, so
21 ironically doesn't hit. It's like a parabola.
Oh yeah. Okay, so then that's I am just gonna use the damage roller here to help me. Oh yay. All right, that's 15 damage.
15 is exactly what you needed to kill him.
Yeah.
With this extra bit of just inspiration from Denny, and also, you know, knowing that Denny's watching, knowing that Denny is going to see this, you and also knowing exactly, this is how I picture it going down. Feel free to correct me. Knowing exactly what this wood in this door is made of, you head cake this guy. For those of you who aren't used to watching, Graja is the master of serving slices of head as cake because of their clean cuts early on in the campaign. You head cake this guy against the door. Your axe does get stuck slightly again, but his head is cleanly sitting on it, and the body slumps away from it.
Party's over.
Oh, it's so much cooler than the stuff I said.
Yeah, Denny's gonna give Graja the crispest of high fives for that one.
Oh yeah, crisp. Gotta look at the elbow. That's how you hit it really good. Cool. That'll do it for Raja.
All right. You guys are in this barracks room as you guys see 9 and Max come skidding around the corner, trying to, you know, get in time for aid, arrive in time for aid. What combat seems to have died down. There doesn't seem to be any other baddies in the space. They were eating something. This is very clearly was a barracks room or a bunk room at one point, with doors more or less still intact. What are you all doing?
I think Denny is going to go ahead and take a look around the room while covering his nose from the smell of what's going on in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and see what's up in here.
Okay, Max.
I will step into the room now, and perhaps passing Denny a handkerchief because you seem distressed by the smell.
Thank you so much.
What happened? We were just up that hallway. Did you open the door?
Graja kind of looks directly at Max and she says,
It was me. I opened the door. I just thought maybe there would be some information that could help us or some kind of advantage, but it was just these enemies in here. So I'm sorry. I'll stick with the group now. That was my fault.
Sounded very exciting either way. No need to apologize. Perhaps there's something inside here that's exciting. And I'll wander in a bit deeper.
That would at least make it worth it a little bit.
And Graja gazes ruefully at Denny's pocket square.
Okay. 9. You come skittering in, hear the tail end of that conversation.
Yeah. I guess 9, he'll just finally getting there. He's like, he's glad everything's okay, but he's just really wanting to get to the whatever is in this cave. Pretty much just says to the party, I'm glad everybody's okay, but we do not have time to delay. We need to try and get this done.
You're right.
And he goes to that back door and tries to see if he hears anything through it.
Wow, I have way too many Mice. Sorry, you mean this space back here?
No, the door on that left side.
The door, yeah, no problem. Make me a perception check. And Nikki, what did you roll for investigation?
Oh, I rolled in a perception check as well. Sorry, I'll roll investigation.
Anybody who's looking around, roll me an investigation check. Now's your chance. If you guys were looking for loot.
Good. That's so much worse than my perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do that one.
Dirty 20. Sean, you 9 hears some things that I will tell you as soon as I hit that area. There is just kind of a quiet hollowness, but because of the way that your ear like presses up against this door, that boom, and then quiet. Boom, and then quiet. Boom, and then quiet. About every 60-ish seconds, about every minute.
Is this Denny's bedroom?
Does Graja hear this?
I think as things quiet down and you guys are just holding in a position just to hear, everybody can start to hear it again. Whatever it is either far away or very quiet. It's one of those kind of scenarios. It is. Anybody who would like to can make an intelligence check to see if they know what it might be or what the pattern might be. Everybody's welcome to try.
My question was does it sound like the same booming that I heard in my premonition dream?
That's why Whimsy said the Denny's bedroom thing too.
Right. Graja, it is not nearly as loud. The boom that you heard in your dream was much louder, much closer by.
I got an 18 on intelligence.
Understood.
Okay.
12 on intelligence.
I get a 3.
Yeah, I've got a 6.
Okay. And Max, what'd you get?
A 19 on intelligence and then a 25 on investigation while I'm...
Max, it occurs to you that the pattern with which this comes, as you're just kind of like just listening, and you've been hearing it for a while now, right? And you could felt it through the vibrations of the rat also. Some things are just starting to click for you, that this pattern is almost like a regular wave pattern. Like a wave hitting the shore, but not like a set of waves, not like at a surfer beach, but like one bigger wave, like a tide wave coming in. That seems to be about the same, kind of standard chunk of time. Whether or not that's helpful in the underground cave, I don't know, but yeah. And Amanda ever so cleverly put together the name of the cave and the sound. Yeah, totally from a metagaming perspective.
Put it together when the rat bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yes, this cave is called Wave Echo Cave. And you know what? Does Max know that? Have I said that like in game before?
I
don't think so.
No.
I think there's a chance, if you were to mention this, there is a chance that Whimsy might be able to put it together with all the research that Whimsy has also been doing. But importantly, the investigation roll. Yeah, roll me a D8 for me, please.
Gotcha.
You're watching Denny kind of toss off some of the blankets and pillows and things, looking around for things. You notice on like one of the bottom bunks, stuffed into the like in between the top bunk and the wall, there is like a brick that's loose. What did you roll on your D10?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, and roll me a D100, please.
Ooh. Uh, 89.
Ooh, this is something I've never heard of before. Is there a picture of it? No.
It's either really good
That
or
would
really
be
bad.
useful.
Yeah. I reach my hand and it gets bitten off.
You reach your hand in and you pry open this brick, and as you reach your hand in, it grabs around a unmistakably like a sword hilt. This thing is too big to be a dagger. This is a sword of some kind. You pull it out, and this particular sword, as you go to pull it out, has this very specific design on it of almost like a fractal pattern, where a piece, it almost looks like kind of drips of blood that are like dripping off of one side of the sword. And then there's like a progression, almost like a like a flip book, but carved across in pictographs. A drop of blood, but that then goes into like maybe a bucket or a vial or a potion beaker of blood. There is something to do with like the transfer is kind of the feeling that you get to this. This will require attunement, this weapon.
Ooh. Fancy. I feel like I'm reaching into this hole to acquire this thing, and while I'm doing it, I'm saying, that sounds like a wave, doesn't it? As I reach in to pull it out.
Yeah, Whimsy
Max
as
says that, then Whimsy does take a beat and go, that checks out, to be honest. And then he tells everyone the name of the cave.
Does that mean there's water in here somewhere?
Which means 9 might be right. We might want to hurry. I don't know where the tide comes up to.
Good call.
Nine's just like, I'm frequently right. You guys just don't listen to me.
9 also is like standing next to the door, like, not only am I right, let's get moving, people.
I reveal the sword from the hole and go, well, at least you don't have to protect me as much now. Look at this. How exciting. And I'll like slip it on my belt somehow. I don't know. I'm not dressed for this.
Well, at least
Whoa,
it
that's
looks
a cool
fabulous anyway,
sword.
darling.
We'll see what it does soon enough.
Yeah, I guess 9 would call everybody, like, not call, but like whisper and motion everybody over to the door, and just kind of like in a low voice, like, are we going through this door or are we going back to the open hall that I was at earlier? We need to pick a path.
Does the wave noise seem louder through this door than it was where we came from, or quieter?
Max, so far the place where Max has been that it seems the loudest was the dining room cave.
I think the other way is probably our best bet if we're trying to get to the sound.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take
Are we
point.
though?
Okay. So let's get a marching order. So 9, I'll just move you guys into the hallway for marching order. 9 goes first. Who's going next?
I'll go next with my lights.
Okay. After Max.
Whimsy.
Whimsy. I imagine Droop will stay kind of closest to Whimsy.
Yep.
Yes.
Team no vision in the front.
You guys have lights. It's fine. It's fine. Danny, you want to bring up the rear with Graja?
Yep. Absolutely.
Awesome. And this is the way that you all march forward. As promised, you guys get a bit further into this space. I'll move everybody's camera focus. And Steep escarpments, we described this last time, but I'll remind everybody. Steep escarpments divide this room, this large cavern, into basically 3 sections. There are high ledges, almost like stages at each end, and a lower section in the middle. There are carved stone stairs that climb up to each ledge, and 2 large tables stand in the middle section, along with a pair of old braziers. A smaller table stands at the eastern ledge, and the skeletal remains of dozens of dead warriors, dwarves, gnomes, orcs, and ogres, attest to the fierceness of the fighting of the battle that took here so long ago.
I do the same thing I did before and spread the lights out.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like there's 3, 4 ways to leave this room. I'm gonna kind of step parallel or perpendicular to 9 and see if I can hear which direction the booming is coming from.
Okay, make me a perception check. And I'll say at advantage, because you know what you're listening for now.
We'll take the first one because that was a 15.
Hey, pew, pew, pew. It is it's loudest coming from this up to the right side.
I point and I will send a light into the hallway. They have to kind of move as a cluster, but like one kind of floats ahead. You're probably all getting really sick of this song because it hasn't stopped yet. I have to keep playing it.
Okay.
As long as I can keep singing, that's fine.
It floats further into that space, and you see that it seems to be a longer hallway as you have been navigating for the last couple of, I would say maybe an hour and a half that you guys have been down here.
Yeah, I think 9 just takes a lead from where Max pointed, and he's going to start heading down that hallway, but he's going to be kind of cautious, checking for any dangers.
Okay. Everybody feel free to kind of move yourself to, are you guys just going to stay kind of in the same order? Is anybody else doing anything in this area?
I would like to take a look at these bodies and see if anything is like weird about them. I don't really want to like search their pockets or anything. Denny doesn't need the money and he doesn't want to get his hands too dirty, but I just want to see if there's anything like suspicious about what's going on here.
He also goes and gives a bit of a kick to some of them to make sure that they are in fact dead.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Nikki, I love, despite the fact that I have color-coded your character to be literally the color that is on your body, you continue to move Whimsy.
I know, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
not.
I did.
Oh, you did. You moved Whimsy. Okay. I was like, I thought it was Nikki because Nikki did it last week, and I think it's really hilarious. Sorry, didn't mean to throw shade where it didn't need to be. Droop is going to stay close to you guys because Droop does not want to get into a conversation with Mama Graja about sticking his head into the ghoul room right now. Denny, go ahead and roll me a quick medicine check. Whimsy, roll me just roll me a strength, just a D20, add your strength modifier.
Gonna have to change these dice out. They're giving me shit rolls. It's a 9. I'm gonna switch to real dice.
A 9. These, I mean, there's only so much that can be determined from remains this old. They're beyond even like the gooey stage, they're just desiccated at this point.
Delicious. Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to go, thank you, and just kind of head up this way.
Yeah, and
natural 20 to go up to each body in sequence and just sort of kick it and then go.
Like a cat that gets startled at something unexpected. There's one point at which Whimsy kicks one of these, and the chain, kind of like slinky sloughs off the corpse, and Whimsy jumps about 3 feet vertical landing back like 3-point touch, ready to go. You listen for a second. It doesn't sound like Dad is here. Maybe Dad didn't actually see that. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's fine.
I would like to Graja is going to go here. Not wanting to get too kind of very aware that she wants to stay with the the group.
Absolutely.
But while I am traversing, I do want to like investigate this table if like there's anything notable on it, under it.
Give me a quick investigation check.
Cool.
Let's see quickly if there's anything there.
My God, 8.
8. You look and you can see that at one point something was kind of carved into the table, but it has been not weather faded. There's not weather here, but just time faded. The wood is starting to splinter and age not well. It's pretty damp. The closer that you're getting to this wave echo, it's getting more moist and damp, and it's doing a thing. They need to like restain their deck, you know? Nobody's been taking care of this place for a while.
Okay.
Whimsy, I assume that you come back to join the party?
Yeah.
Okay. 9, you make your way forward. How far ahead of the rest of the group? Being very aware now. I think 9 is aware that if he goes too far, there's a chance that they will scatter off like cats again. How far ahead does 9 actually go?
9, he's probably within his like 30 feet of movement from the party, but he's trying to keep track of them, but he's still trying to push forward. So he's not getting like running great distances out away from the party, but he is trying to coax them to stay behind him.
Sure.
Maybe
go ahead.
As we're walking, Max or 9 is paying a lot of attention forward. Maybe if we get anywhere past 30 feet away, I'll just tap him on the shoulder and go, hold on a second. And I'll send a message to someone and be like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Keep it moving. 9, give me a perception check. As you're in this hallway, kind of looking around, seeing what's around here. Your rolls have been famously good at points like this, so I'm sure it will continue to just be fine.
I feel like you just jinxed me. You said perception?
Yes, please.
It's 19.
A 19, that's not bad. Farah, that weapon, if you want to go grab it off of D&D Beyond, is a sword of wounding.
Ooh.
And it does some extra damagey kinds of things.
Fancy.
9, as you feel one tap on your shoulder and Max is just kind of letting you know that there seems to be a little bit of a holdup, you see light coming from in front of you that is not one of the dancing lights.
As soon as 9 picks this up, he kind of like stops and kind of like puts his hand for everybody to kind of halt. And he says, Max, there's light coming from down this hallway. We need to proceed carefully.
All right.
And I've kind of lit it up on the map so that it can be seen. Just so that you're there. And so 9, you get Max to stop for a second. What are you doing?
Basically, I'm just trying to see if this is like a natural form of natural light, or somebody
Sure.
or something down there moving, or
for the moment, you could have sworn that when you first detected it, it moved so slightly, but now that you're looking at it, it's just kind of almost like like a faint flicker, maybe a fire of some kind. Torch. It doesn't look big. It's not like a bonfire. Torch size, maybe?
Yeah, I think 9 would pretty much tell Max I'm gonna get a little closer. And he starts to head forward to the edge of the darkness right here to see if there's anything else down this hallway.
In the darkness. Because you can't see, right?
Well, I got my little moon touch sword.
You're right. You do get 10 extra feet of dim vision. And are you trying to go quietly is my question. Because I think you're wearing full plate armor. So are you going clunk, clunk, clunk? Or are you going to try to go quiet?
He's going to try.
I think that's at disadvantage, my friend. I could be wrong.
Where's Oberon?
Do you want to call for Oberon?
No, we'll save that. We're going stealth. Night stealth.
Okay, stealth at disadvantage.
Fuck.
You can call Daddy. Let's go.
Ring Daddy up.
No. Daddy don't have what I need.
I'm sure Denny has his number.
Oh,
Daddy has what Denny needs. Oh my gosh.
could have been an 18, but it is a 5.
It's a 5. You get to the edge of this darkness, and as you start to peer out, your foot clanks against a rock that you just didn't see. Kind of looking out, you weren't necessarily looking down, and your foot clanks against this rock, sending it skittering across. The good news is that you have an idea of how vast this space is, because it skitters probably 20 feet before you hear it drop about 10 feet and then land on another piece of rock.
And I still don't see anything, no shapes or nothing in front of me.
You do, now that you're standing there, you do see a fire. You do see a fire. It's about, I don't know, it's about the same height as maybe somebody holding a torch. About 6 feet, 6.5 feet in the air. Fire. About torch size.
I will stage whisper up to 9. Do you want a light?
That would be most helpful, Max.
I send them forth. All 4 of them. Illuminate as much of the room as I can.
I think as soon as Max starts sending these lights, as soon as they pass my shoulder, I'm running at that light and attacking whatever's holding that torch. As soon as it passes me, they already know I'm here. So fuck it. YOLO. Let's go.
You go charging into battle. And as those lights run past you, you know that you're running into some badness. You go running forward towards what you thought was, there's nowhere that I can put you. That's not that. Let me describe to you this light that you saw. Now that the room is lit up, you can see that this is not a torch at all. This is a skull that is floating in the middle of the air, watching you as you run towards it. What you also see kind of shambling, oh, look at Nikki with the props. Let's go. You see small, even smaller fires within the eyes of this skull. And worryingly, as you are used to seeing dwarf and orc skeletons throughout, these are the animated corpses of those fallen heroes that died in battle. These are all zombies, And you definitely know that because you have fought and worked against zombies before. So you know who they are immediately. But you do not get a surprise round. The skull is waiting for you. And it is going to cast magic missile at you as you come running forward.
Oh no.
3 darts as it opens its jaw. Just this screeching, piercing sound comes out, and darts come shooting out of its mouth. That is 3, 8, 12 points of force damage as all 3 darts hit you. And I'll get everybody, I think, to roll initiative.
Let's fucking go.
9, I'll let you roll initiative at advantage because you initiated this, okay?
Am I able to do as Kraja did before and just shout, enemies?
Absolutely, absolutely. And with your talent for mimicry, you could even do it in Graja's voice if you really wanted to.
I absolutely do, but I will not do that.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a hard voice to imitate. Let me tell you.
It hurts. It hurts.
Let me tell you.
It hurts the chords there.
Okay, I'm rolling initiative for 2 different types of creatures here. Oh no, that sucked. Okay. Graja, what'd you roll?
I get a 19.
19, that's not bad. Droop?
Yeah. Droop has got a 5.
A 5. Good. You want the cleric to go last anyway. 9?
16.
16. Whimsy?
3. He takes the extra minute to kick that corpse he's right by just in case.
Sean, you rolled a 16 with advantage? Holy shit, dude. My dude. Denny?
15.
15. Max?
11.
11. Give me a second to just rearrange here. Ba 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 ba. Do da do da. Aw. All right, Graja, you're going first. 9, you're on deck.
Okay. Oh, I'm so far away. Let's see. Let me get the little. This guy.
Gonna be the first to die in this cave.
No, you're not. Stop.
Caves are where I
Okay.
like to kill players the most. That's true. I've killed another player in this campaign in a cave.
Yeah, that was rough times. Just check my movement. Okay, I do have 40.
The half-orc goes charging into battle, hearing the call of enemies, and had been so careful to kind of stay close. I will say you guys probably were slightly closer, if I'm honest with you, because Max did say that she was getting everybody to wait until everybody was closer. So let me start you guys all just a bit closer.
Oh, okay.
Does that...
Okay,
I feel like
cool.
that's
helps
in
a lot,
line because you
actually.
guys were trying to move together. So yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, that's fantastic because in that case, I will use my whole movement to which is 40 to go right up next to oops, I need to actually select now. To move there.
As
So
you
that
go
is 40.
Yeah, as you go running in, the half orc goes charging in. You see a blast furnace and mechanical bellows that are powered by a water wheel dominate this. This is a large chamber. These pieces are fucking mega structures. The furnace is cold and dark, but there are heaps of coal piled nearby, along with carts of unrefined ores, gold, silver, something shinier than silver, some copper that's like aged over and patina green. The water wheel sits in like a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room, but the channel is dry at this moment. There are passages to the west, south, and east, and the channel exits to the north and east. There are more than a dozen withered corpses scattered around the room, and some of them have become reanimated. The slain dwarfs and orcs are still wearing remnants of their armor. Floating above them, in locked eye to eye, with almost even looking down slightly at Nine, who is a big dude on his own, not quite Graja size, but is big for a human. The skull is probably at your height, Graja, and you see it looking down slightly at Nine.
Okay. Trying to think smart here.
Don't think smart. What would Graja do?
Right. My intelligence is not great stat, so correct.
And you've heard enemies, and you're feeling...
Okay, so I am going to do what Graja would do, which is just attack the enemy that's directly, like, by her side. Absolutely. The skull floating there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
I will this time.
It's time.
So I have engaged that. And then I am attacking with my great axe, this one right here.
Okay.
So. Okay. It's plus, yeah. What in the fuck? I just rolled another nat 1. What is happening? Oh, wait. Okay. Can I add do I still have inspiration from Denny?
You do, but a 1 is a 1.
Oh, well then. That is freaking unbelievable.
But
that's what it was. So
I will say, Sarah, that this was not something you had mentioned, but it's a feature that sometimes you forget that you have. So I'm not trying to like give you an out from this nat 1. You do have that barbarian feature that allows you to roll with advantage. I said that out loud, and now I'm thinking, shit, is that true? I think Graja does have that.
I'm pretty sure.
That's reckless attack is... when you make your first attack on your turn,
advantage.
Yeah.
It's just attack rolls then have advantage on me the next turn. But fuck it, I can't be doing a nat 1 to open this, so I will reckless attack then. Like I legit can't.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Okay. Hi Anne. So, nice to see you in chat.
Okay, cool. So here we go again. Rolling with advantage. That's a 23.
23 absolutely hits. This is a zombie. You know, you would have been a baker in another life, and you just feel like this is another example. You kind of wish Denny were here to see it, but you know what? It's okay. Sometimes they take a little bit to wear down. This is fine.
Okay, so... Okay, I just have to remember to add the +2 for rage because I don't know that it always like fully adds that. Okay, so I'm rolling damage for great axe. Okay, +5 +2. That's 19.
19 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I rolled max.
Yes, you sure did. You slam this guy, wanting to do the same thing, except for you just don't quite, it's not a full executioner hit. You can still feel that there is a slight bit of like brainstem and spine that stays connected. But he is pinned up against the bellows, the furnace that's behind him, and he probably is going to be able to swipe out at you, but you still have like another attack, right?
I do. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. And I know this one is not with advantage. This is just straight. So
No, I think on your first attack, once you've gone reckless, all attacks then are
okay.
all attack rolls during your turn, which would include opportunity attacks, bonus attacks, like all of them. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I did roll then. So that is a 27.
27 absolutely hits.
Okay, cool. So then I am rolling damage again, and that's going to be...
I think your plus on your damage kills him. Like, he had 3 hit points left.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah.
You just come in hard, looking at 9. What is Graja think? Like, 9 just was like, why did you come in here? We had a job to do. And now the positions, oh, how the turntables have turned.
That's that's very much the vibe, though. I don't think Graja is much of a like, I told you so. Like, I think it's simply a momentary like moment of just frustration. Like, he just ran in here when I kind of got, tried to get ahead of it by like apologizing and stuff before anyone could really like take me to task, certainly. But she just has this momentary frustration, but I think more she feels a little bit, even in the rage, like afraid, because there's this weird floating fire skull and several enemies encroaching upon 9. So it's like, okay, great, we're like facing this danger again because he just ran in here. But it's so momentary that it just kind of gets buried by the rage that bubbles over. So
yeah. You and you release out this very kind of like this primal and 9 just doesn't even have to look, just knows what it means. You two have been practicing, you two have been hunting for a couple of weeks together. It just kind of knows. Cool. Anything else that you would like to do? That was 2 attacks. Bonus action. You're good? Okay. 9, you're up. Denny, you're on deck.
Nine is... Yeah, 9's going to stay right there. You're going to see him. He's just going to... You see him like slam his sword into his chest and cover it with his shield. And you're gonna hear him yell out to the whole cavern, just yield. And he's gonna do turn the unholy.
Okay. Do it.
All right. So all the undead and what does it say?
Oh boy.
Fiends and undead within 30 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Fiends and undead within 30 feet. So 30. Okay, so lots of these guys. Okay, so let's start with the flame skull. What is your DC?
14.
Okay, so the flaming skull rolled a 19. The zombie right next to you rolled a 7. The zombie next to him rolled a 3. Zombie behind the furnace is a 10. The other zombie's a nat 20. Final zombie 16. So several of them did not. What does your turn undead do? Or what does your turn unholy do?
As an action, you can censor fiends and undead that you see or hear within 30 feet. They must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
And they have to like flee? I think that's
I
the.
believe so. I'm trying to read the whole spell, but
If you click it, a turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can only use dash to try and escape. Okay, so that is how are we going to denote these guys? We're going to give them a yellow circle since your thing is yellow, and the one guy who rolled a 16, they have a -2 to their wisdom. So, sucks to suck. Okay. Fantastic. And they will, when it comes around to their turn, they will take off running. What else? That was an action, right?
yeah, that was an action. So, sorry, Droop. As a bonus action, I am gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. And how many spells do you have left after this? Only 2 after this.
Well, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. 5.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. And you cast Sanctuary on yourself. Denny, what are you up to with Max on deck?
What are these zombies wearing?
Some of them are wearing mostly kind of studded leather. There's a couple that seem to be in chainmail. You're asking specifically about the metal, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yes. They're all wearing some element of metal, whether it's kind of a buckler or chainmail or studded leather. There is an element of metal to each of them.
Perfection. Okay, 1 second here.
And it's all like you're well versed as a bard, but also your family owns a fashion house. Like you guys are the Gucci's of like the Forgotten Realms. You would know that this particular armor stylings and the way like the outdated kind of like dip treatment for the buckles, the pattern of the studs. This is all armor that's been out of style for maybe 300 years.
Oh dang. Okay.
These are like Regency era. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all Bridgerton style armor.
As a student
the crossover
of history,
we didn't know that we needed.
And... okay.
I just picture like all of the like it's all empire skirt, you know, like this the leather skirt style starts like just right under the boobs, and you know it's very like low cut with the little like baby doll cap. Yeah.
As much as I love the Georgian era, I hate Regency fashion. It's so ugly.
Look. Wandering endlessly.
Give me a guardian or give me death.
Please draw this for us. We're gonna need some fan art.
Okay, Graja and 9. Do they look particularly beat up by any chance? Okay, no. Great. I'm gonna be a piece of shit and wander as far as I can into this room.
Absolutely.
Which is about here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Heat Metal at a 4th level, which gives me 60 feet of range.
On all of the metal in this space?
Yep.
Or metal that you can choose?
Good question. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy metal armor you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot.
And how many objects?
It just says 60 feet. I don't think it specifies how many. It just says you increase damage for higher level slots, not the amount of people.
This is...
Unless that's saying specifically like I choose that one buckler and not like
I think it's like one metal weapon or one metal armor.
That's lame.
I will let you, if you would like, I will let you split up the damage. So it's 3d8. I will let you split up the damage and choose 3 things for 1d8 damage.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I feel like there definitely is some backstory for Denny of like, trying to get out of chores early by like heating up multiple things all at once in the family workshop to get things done quick. I feel like that's Denny's level
That sounds
of,
about right.
yeah, okay, I'll allow it.
All right, I'm gonna go with these 3 dudes right at the back then.
I should have had my map open, I'm sorry. Which 3, the furthest dudes out?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think it just happens, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like I have to roll to hit. So
No,
I'll
it just happens.
Do you want me to roll the 4d8 and then split that, like divided by 3, or
Are you casting it up 1 level?
Yeah, I'm casting it at 4th level.
Then you could hit 4 people if you want to. A D8
nice,
each.
Okay, sure, let's do that. Nope, that's a D10. D8. Good job.
And Max, you're on deck.
Oh, I rolled it all together. Okay, a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 6. Lame.
A 2, a 2, and a 6. 2, 2, 6, 6.
3 2s and a 6.
-2. -2. -2. And -6. Okay. No problemo. Those dudes. Okay. Great. Those dudes all take damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up another bardic inspiration. Raja, do you need one again? Or is yours still active?
Mine is still active.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it on Whimsy then, because he expended his.
Okay. Max, what are you up to? And then Droop will be on deck after. Droop is the next person up. From the party.
Here?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I see any of these 3 back here?
I would
the machine in the way?
say that also that your globes haven't moved forward again. So just because the whole thing is lit is because there are some people here who have longer dark vision than you. So I would say it's very easy to see the stuff that's going on next to 9 and Denny and Graja. But I would say the further people away, a little bit harder.
Okay. So I originally we already said that 9, as he was running in, I moved the balls with him. So they're roughly where he is.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to push them farther.
Okay. Great.
Because I saw Denny throw magic out there.
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to keep pushing.
Yes, absolutely. And the whole chamber lights itself at this point. Yeah.
I think that might be my bonus action, but either way, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the one that is closest. Ooh. So this one here, assuming I can see them behind the machine.
Okay.
And that is a ranged spell attack, so I'll roll that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 9. So
a 9 hits.
Yay!
Because zombies do not have great.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, that is 21 points of fire damage to that one zombie.
That zombie, in addition to and it's lit up, which I think helps you to see it so clearly because the little sparkles of the studs and the studded leather are like glowing embers in kind of the semi-dark room, and you just shoot this chromatic orb towards it, and you hear the flame, as it comes. It lights up the back cavern of the wall, almost like a cartoon character where it's like a big giant shadow on the wall, but then it's always like a little mouse. That's the effect that we're seeing here. And this thing is dead. Beautiful. You watch it like fall down in like a horrible, like over dramatic spaghetti Western kind of like,
what a world.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I moved my lights and I threw a fireball.
Yeah, absolutely. Then it is going to be some other zombies' turn. Okay, so these mad fools are going to start rushing. 9, if you would like to take an attack of opportunity, you absolutely can do so. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nope. I'm letting them run.
15, 20, 20, 20. Okay, and that is all of. Oh, these guys will move forward. He gets there, but he can't attack you. These guys all start to move closer, but none of them get close enough to attack. But it is the other little dude's turn before Droops. Oh boy. It is going to move away. 9, would you like to attack the skull as it starts to move away? Quickly, what are you doing?
No.
All right.
Fuck.
It kind of hovers up over the top of the bellows, and you watch as a little pinprick of light, as its jaw comes down again to scream. This little, it kind of almost, it's tiny like an Orby, and as it whistles through the air, grows bigger and bigger. This is the first time I've ever got to cast this spell. Let's go. 20-foot range. Because I usually don't play characters that get this. All right. Denny, 9, Graja, and Max. Let's
Is
roll
this a spell?
some. Yes, it is. Let's roll Dex saving throws, my friends.
Well, he has to make, if it says a harmful spell or attack from my sanctuary.
It's not a spell at you. It's an area spell.
It's gonna be a natty 20 for me, Chief.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Bam.
What
got a
kind of
dirty
check are we
20.
making?
A dexterity save, please.
Does this engage my like benefit that I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll the saving throw with advantage then.
Yeah. Great, because I just realized I'm going to need some more dice.
Yep.
So it's going to take me a
good.
second
Like
to get
that.
them.
Love it. Love when the DM.
I also got a dirty 20,
1,
so I'll take it.
Mine might be right. He's gonna die in this case.
2,
No.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, 'cause
4.
I got a 4 for my save.
1, 2,
A 4?
Uh-oh.
4.
3, 4, 5.
No, I did too many
6,
dice.
7, 8. 8d6. Come on, dice. Come out of my. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's the d6? Oh, it doesn't look like a d6. Oh, that's wild. Okay. 8d6. Let's go. I've never gone to cast Fireball, you guys.
We're so glad to give you this
5,
opportunity.
10. It's not very good. 22. Okay. Who rolled above a 13? Okay. So those of you that rolled above a 13 will take 11 points of damage. If you rolled below a 13, it's 22 points of damage.
Oh no.
As this immense explosion lands in front of you, singeing eyebrows. Your fur, Graja, your furs are caught on fire. It ignites any flammable objects. Denny, I am so sorry to say that the pocket square is the least of the concerns, as your whole vest is on fire. No, and yeah, I should mention, Wandering Endlessly pointed out, Denny tieflings you get half fire damage, so it's only 6 points of fire damage because of hellish resistance. 9 is not wearing anything flammable. That is the limited benefit to all plate armor. Max, I think Max is wearing kind of clothing-ish robes, right?
Just normal clothes.
Just normal clothes. So you can continue to stay on fire and be metal as fuck, but to extinguish a fire does take an action to pat out like all of the fires. Okay. So just that you all know that, and I'm going to mark Graja is on fire. I think we can just all agree that the important part is Droop was not in this area.
Yeah, I am thankful for that currently.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy him some asbestos-laden vests so he is flammable or inflammable.
Inflammable, yeah. Absolutely. Okay. I think that's all the Flame Skull can do. He moved. He doesn't have there's no other bonus actions here, right? Action. Yeah, okay. And he is done, which means it is Droop's turn, and then Whimsy's on deck.
Okay. I think what I would like Droop to do is move just ever so slightly up, but not too much, just like right there. And he is going to fire on this one with the bow. Can I see this one?
You know what? I didn't get that one to attack because I didn't see that one. It's hidden under your name for me. It's hidden under the Graja's nameplate. Yeah, he can absolutely fire on that one. That's on me.
Okay. Yeah, it's in range.
Yeah, it's fine.
For 80 feet. Okay,
absolutely.
Cool.
And having watched the intense light, Droop would for sure be ready to throw down. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so to hit, that's 16.
16 absolutely hits, yeah.
Okay. And then that's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage. Yeah, he's looking rough as Graja, you're kind of like stunned for a second and looking down at your furs, smelling that it's such an indescribable smell of hair on fire.
Horrible.
It's the worst. And you watch as a little bit of blood gets spattered onto your fur because you can look down and now see a tiny little crossbow bolt sticking out from the back. It has come through and is sticking out like a good 2 inches. Like Droop was not messing around with this shot.
Is the zombie a larger size than Droop?
Yes.
Then it does 2 extra damage. For
Fury of the Small.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get whatever I can out
absolutely
of this, interaction here.
This is why playing little guys are so adorable.
That is fun. I do think that's gonna be pretty much it though for him.
Good catch.
Yeah, that'll be
we
it
love
for
that.
Group.
Whimsy, bringing up the rear.
Whimsy's gonna casually saunter in, having dominated that already definitely dead corpse he was re-kicking.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to step in front of Droop, but not all the way into the room because he saw what went down. And I'm just going to double check my distances. I think from there I can. Yeah, Whimsy's going to shoot at the skull with the old...
Pew pew!
Feeling very confident after fighting the ghouls and doing hella damage, so...
We're going to re-flavor Whimsy's. It's not going to be Eldritch Blast. It's going to be like bisexual gun fingers. Like, pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
My boyfriend was just making fun of me last night for that because I constantly am like...
It's only a stereotype if it's not
real,
true.
It's real.
All right, 23.
23 does hit, yeah.
I assume that's a little harder to hit than the zombies.
It is, yeah. He's tiny.
He's
just a skull. Just a little small skull.
Hey, baseballs are tiny too. They still get hit. Just saying.
I'm going to say the second one probably doesn't hit with an 8.
An 8 doesn't, though. No, unfortunately. Doesn't Whimsy have inspiration?
Would a 16 hit if I added Denny's other inspiration?
Yeah, 16 would hit.
Nice. All right, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Damage for the first one, 12.
These mauve sparkly trails go flinging out, putting out a little bit of the fire that's set into Graja's furs with just the speed, just the wind blowing aerodynamically to make way for this sparkly trail of mauve that goes shooting off towards this flaming skull.
So 12 damage on the first one, 4 damage on the second one.
Yeah, 16 points of damage. That's not bad. And strikes this skull. You can see one of the, you're looking at it, Whimsy. You watch as one of the fire, like the eye sockets are also filled with fire. The whole head's enwreathed in fire. There are separate tiny fires inside the eye sockets, and one of them goes dark as you hit it. So good job. We're technically back up at the top of initiative, but we're also out of time for tonight's stream. So I could allow you guys to do a speed run round. Like, you guys get 60 seconds each to do all of your rolling, tell me what you're going to do, all of it, or we can end.
I would like to not be on fire. So I say one quick round.
Okay. And then that's one less thing that I have to keep track of for next week. Graja, very quickly. 9, you're on deck. Graja, quickly, what are you doing?
Okay, I have to put out my own fire, and because of that, my rage drops. I don't really...
No, because you just took damage. So if you take damage in a round, then...
Okay.
Yes. So,
or taking damage. I forgot that part. I was like, oh, I didn't attack a hostile creature. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I take my action to put out my fire, and I'm pretty sure that's all I can do.
Okay. So. Fantastic. 9, what are you doing?
9, he's gonna... You see him point his hand out that has a shield on it at the skull, and he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the skull.
You're going to, because you're not on fire. You're going to catch Eldritch Blast. Okay. You reach out, and as you do so, you notice, who would notice? Maybe none of you are in a position to notice, that the Lathander symbol that is on 9's Captain America style shield lights up like a Stargate glyph, like a Stargate chevron. It lights up, and as he spreads open his hand to point at the skull, light just emanates and fills this space. Just a concentrated pure bolt of sunbeam. Go ahead, roll your Eldritch Blast. Denny, do you have prestidigitation?
I do. Oh, wait, do I? I think I do. What?
No, it
No, I
fucking
don't.
misses.
What'd
It's
you?
an 8.
An 8, yeah. Are you not inspired right now?
Oh yeah, and I got inspiration. Damn it. It's a D8. Here we go. Nope, that's a 10 to hit.
A 10 unfortunately doesn't hit. This is the first time you're really calling on Lathander in this way. And the you kind of let loose and you're not sure where it's going to come from on the shield. And so you're just kind of like arcing to see if you can get it to hit. But this is a small skull and it kind of just moves out of the way as your arc traces across the cavern, across the far cavern wall. Anything else you'd like to do?
Harder than it looks.
Quick, speed round.
Yeah. Since that drops my sanctuary, I'm gonna spend another slot as a bonus action to recast it.
Okay. Denny.
Denny's going to stop, drop, and roll. I knew it would come in handy as a child. Now is the time.
Absolutely. Thinking of all the handsome firemen and women that taught you this at school field trips over the years. Stop, drop, and roll. Max.
Important question. How deep is the water in that?
It is dry. There is no water.
Okay. Then in that case, I will put myself out.
Okay. Fantastic. This zombie is going to make a quick attack against Graja. That's only 13 to hit. No?
No, that will not hit.
No. The other two will come around and they will make their way. So 2 more attacks against Raja. Oh no, those ones are even worse. None of the zombies are attacking well against you right now. The flame skull is going to use fire ray back at can shoot it twice and is going to use it back at 9 both times because 9 continues to be right up in its grill. It's not a spell. No, it's not a spell. It's just a thing. It's just an attack. It's just a ranged attack. I'm sorry. This says ranged spell attack, but it's not a spell that it's casting. Like, it's not in the spell list. It's just like a ranged attack.
This says attack or harmful spell.
And what does it have to do?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Of what?
14.
Did not make its wisdom saving throw. What happens to it if it doesn't make its wisdom saving throw?
He has to pick a new target or lose his turn.
No, he will pick a new target. That's fine. He will pick Whimsy, since Whimsy is the last one who hit him. Oh no, Whimsy's too far away.
It's me, isn't it? It's fine.
Being quite grumpy that Graja has evaded the attacks of all of the zombies. This fire rays are going at Graja. That is a 19 and a 13.
A 13 won't, a 19 will.
9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points of fire damage, but that's halved, right? Because you're raging. All of your damage should be half.
It's all halved? I thought it was just slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. So 12
I
points.
I wish, but...
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah.
12 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Droop is going to shoot another shot, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Whimsy, you're going to go also. So roll an attack for Droop, and then Whimsy can go after that.
Will a 9 hit?
What is Droop aiming at? The zombie?
Yeah, I think this same one.
Yes,
that he
a
hit
9.
before.
Yes, a 9 will
hit. A 9 will hit?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, damn. And then damage, he's got 5.
5. Oh, this dude is barely fucking standing.
Damn it. So close. Oh wait, Fury of the Small +2.
Fury of the Small kills him. As there is this extra little squeal that you hear from the hallway, Graja, as you're like ducking and fire is exploding all around you. It's a Spielberg movie around you, Graja, right now. Like, it's not good. 100%. Transformers are going on here. And you see another bolt swing, like, slice clean through, grouped right near the first one. Like, droop can group, you know what I'm saying? Like, hitting those tight angles, and that zombie goes down hard.
Hell yeah.
Droop. Absolutely hard.
Let's go.
Whimsy, what are you doing?
First attack, natural 20 +6.
On the flame skull?
Yeah.
And the second attack
was a 7, so missed the second one.
Yeah, but the first one absolutely hits, and you're going to double all of your damage dice.
All of the dice, or the...
All of the dice. So any dice that you're rolling, you double that. So you can either roll twice as many, or you can take the total and double it. Doesn't matter to me.
I will take the total and double it. So that was a 7... So 14 +3.
14, 17.
Yeah.
Ooh. Buy finger guns for the win. You just, this thing is, there is so much purple mauve glitter around the fire of this thing. It's like one of those Duraflame logs, you know, that changes color. Everybody has had those, right? And it is this like beautiful, brilliant. It's like a pink concert effect here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is very stepping into your feminine energy that's happening around this flame skull here. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. That brings us to the bottom of initiative. So we will end there. There is still some combat to be had. Yet another episode where we're starting in combat next week. Not next week. My friends, not next week. A couple of us will be at PAX U next week. So if you're going to be there, come and find us. You can follow us on Twitter I'll be posting my locations of where I'll be on the PAX floor. We would love it if you would come see us. We want to say, I will give my players the chance to introduce themselves. I do want to say thank you to everybody who is here tonight to watch us, everybody who, Tavernaut, who gave out some subs, everybody who hit the Prime sub or who bought a sub. Thank you. Your support is incredible for our channel and for these players who deserve to be paid for their time, and that's what happens with that money. Also, thank you to our sponsor, to Adventure Dice. Roll for Adventure. Adventure Dice is your Canadian source, because Vancouver by night, get it? Your Canadian source for dice, role-playing game accessories, and other tabletop gaming goodies. Many of the items on their site are handcrafted in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. So thank you to Adventure Dice for sponsoring our channel. Let's go around really quickly, starting with Nikki.
Hey everybody, and Nikki here. I was playing Denny the Tiefling Bard, and I should just say as well that I meant to say I wanted to do a really quick bonus action and give 9 some advantage or some bonus inspiration for next time. So
you got it.
Just for that. But you can find me on Instagram and TikTok under I'm Poppy Field. I will be posting some more today because I'm
Yeah.
You can also find me on Saturdays over on the Girls from These Worlds channel, where I play a mycologist vet. So come and see me on there. I have a mushroom hat. It looks fantastic. So thanks.
It does look fantastic, no lie. Farah.
Hello, I am Farah. I have been Max, the Wizbard human. You can find me on all of the socials at Farrakaya, just all of them. And you can find me on Crossroads Games as well on Twitter and elsewhere. And you can find me on a bunch of other random stuff over the month of December. So follow me on Twitter and you can see where I am.
You're going to come play at Girls Run These Worlds for something. I'm super excited for that. I am. Yeah. Sean.
Hey guys, I'm Sean. I play 9, the human Pallock, or Warladin, if you will. Thanks, Wonderling Leslie. Appreciate that. I am on here on Sundays. I don't do nothing else. Catch me acting foolish on most social medias.
Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I have been Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock, who is just really pleased as punch that he has actually been useful today, because normally he's not. So he's on a pretty bloody high horse right now, feeling like the fucking king. But you can find me on most social media as Balder Dashing. I mostly just do dumb TikToks though, and I enjoy it.
Not dumb. Amazing TikToks. Amazing TikToks.
So, they can be both.
They can, but mostly they're just amazing. Sarah Prime.
Hey, my name's Sarah. You can find me on Twitter at MC Diabetes. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. You can also find me here on Vancouver by Night as part of the Saturday Vampire Takeover, where we play Vampire the Masquerade. I played Prince Jude Duncan, as you can see on Sean's shirt there, of Clan Tremere. You can find that at Vancouver by Night. Delve into Darkness. I'm not 100% sure of the time slot since things have switched around a little bit, so just tune in on Saturday. You'll see me there, and follow Martlet Games for some upcoming stuff that we have. IST a vampire campaign. I'm in some other games, so yeah, thanks so much to everybody today for being here and joining us. See you next time.
Fantastic. And I have been your DM, Sarah Moore. You can follow me. Tuesday night is the Game Hers Awards. We have been nominated for TTRPG Campaign of the Year up against the fine folks at Girls Run These Worlds, but also against Abria Iyengar the Person, Dimension 20, and High Rollers, who all put out amazingly, consistently great content. And it truly is an honor to be nominated, but you can find out if we won or not on Tuesday night at the Game Hers Awards. They stream it on their channel. I think it's twitch.tv/gamehers or something. I don't know. You can go find them on Twitter and find out. And we are going to be, was that all I was supposed to say? I think so. We're going to be rating Tales of Initiative coming up here in just a second. So thanks, everybody. We will see you all in 2 weeks. And then I think we only have 2 or 3 episodes before the end of this season, assuming that we get through this dungeon. It's taken a bit. That's my fault. I should have known that it was going to take longer. That's on me. I'll take the blame for that. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will see you all next week. Bye.
Not next week, the week after.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.